the way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First play and a first throw for Fitzpatrick.
And his first pass is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darnell Dockett, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. To try again after the sack. Fitzpatrick on the move to his left.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going underneath for Charles. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They run it. It's Charles. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jamal Charles. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Fitzpatrick.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he's...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They run again with Dillon. And a lane slow and materializing there as they'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. It's Jackson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
29 yards. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Jackson here is going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. A dump off for Charles. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Mahomes.
Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Jackson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Mahomes now on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on fourth and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Flush to his right. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot.